Yeah, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and others who shall remain nameless. It is a beautiful, if somewhat overcast, cloudy, damp morning. And if you're like me here in downtown Owen Sound, you're used to it. Absolutely. But in any case, yeah, so I'm back at Fresh Roots, which is connected to the CMHA, and here for a coffee, and actually waiting to meet somebody as well. But wanted to briefly repeat a very important point that young earthers and other creationists consistently do not get. And I think it's intentional. I think it is intentional that they specifically avoid this fact. Oh, there goes my umbrella. But in any case, yeah, we know young Earth is wrong because of geology. And this has nothing to do with evolution and nothing to do with atheism. It is because of discoveries made, quite literally, by Christian clergymen who went out looking for the flood layer and discovered millions and millions of years spread across dozens and dozens of eons of geological deposits. Active, practicing Christians who were well educated, they were clergymen, and they discovered that the earth is, at that time they thought millions, and now they know billions of years old. The young earth has been refuted, and it was refuted by Christian clergymen. This wasn't atheism, and it had nothing to do with evolution. It had everything to do with Christians discovering that the biblical account was not meant to be taken literally. Something to think about. The earth is ancient. The universe is even more ancient. And we'll get into that in a bit. And that's ignoring the fact that, in the late 17 and early to mid 1800s, it was quite literally illegal to not be a Christian in many parts of the world. So these gentlemen scientists, many of whom were ordained clergy, were doing genuine scientific research. They were not doing apologetics. They were doing science. And they discovered that, yes, the earth is ancient, the universe is even more ancient, and life does in fact evolve. They even figured out how it evolves. And now young earth creationists are insisting that all these fields of science are atheism, when in fact they are not. And they're also claiming that atheists insist that the only people who have ever done scientific research are atheists. A claim that is absolutely false. I mean, I am an atheist. I am perfectly happy to point out that Hutton, Lyell, Darwin, Wallace, Lemaitre, all these people who were doing science early on, they were all Christians. Seriously, I have no problem with that. I have never claimed that these men were not Christians. However, I will point out that none of them arrived at the conclusion that the Earth was less than 10,000 years old. None of them. Not one of them. And that's doing genuine, honest scientific research. And most of them remain Christians their entire lives. So, yeah, accepting scientific reality does not require atheism, and Christianity does not require denying reality. On the other hand, young earth creationism of the American evangelical variety does require denying reality. But then again, is that really Christianity? So, to recap, no atheist has ever claimed that no Christian has ever been involved in science. None. This is a creationist lie, like so many, and it is readily exposed. All one has to do is read a book about the history of science. What is historical science? It is the science in history. It is the account of the progression of human understanding from ignorance to understanding. Young earth creationists are dishonest. And let's be honest, they're not Christians either. Especially when you consider that a lot of them are claiming Islam. They're claiming to be Muslims, which they're also not Muslims. They are young earthers, science deniers, liars, politically motivated, and incredibly dishonest. And yeah, easily corrected, but not easily led to accepting correction, because it doesn't matter how hard you present the facts, they're always going to fall back on the lies. People like Kent Hovind, Ken Ham, Ray Comfort, these people are liars. They are simply liars. And they are liars for profit. This is how they make their money.